Hey guys, Tierny here for another craft and loft tutorial. All right, so my husband gave me this great idea over the summer that I should add some new items to the craft and loft shop. Well, I was fresh out of ideas and he called me, I was out of town, and he said, I have the greatest idea. Do you remember those pop-up boxes that you were giving away as gifts for different holidays? And I was like, oh, yeah. So I told my husband, I have an idea. I can make pop-up boxes to put on my website. Needless to say, he didn't think it was too funny, but end of story. I decided I would go ahead and start creating some templates to do that. Normally I show you in the intro what that pop-up box will look like, but because it's called a surprise pop-up box, we're gonna actually create the entire box from start to finish. However, I did create the template first because it is a little bit of time consuming, but I will add below the link to where you can purchase the template. Now, I'm not gonna walk through how to use your design studio or whatever application that you're using to cut out your die cuts and templates, but I will provide you with a link, or you can email me and I can send you a file. But without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and get started on our surprise pop-up box tutorial. Stay tuned. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get started. I'm just gonna show you guys a real quick blank as to what this looks like for the template. So as everyone knows, you might see some rough edges because my cameo is, I call her Olga because she's just really rough-handed. I could have a brand new blade in there and she will rough my edges up super, no matter what my settings are. I've been in so many groups, but here is one blank template of what might come. I have several different ones, and I'm going to show you two different versions of the surprise pop-up box. This one particularly has 3 layers, which can in turn be 6 layers because you can decorate both sides of each template. So as you can tell, one is always bigger. This will be our base. This will be our second or third and fourth layer, and this can be our third or fourth and fifth. And by fourth and fifth and second and third, I'll show you what that means. And then of course, here's our lid to our box. All right, each side pops up into a square. All right, so that's your base. And then and you can decorate out here on the outside of your box, or you can decorate on the inside. So that could be 1 layer. This can be considered 2 layers because when you open the pop-up box, it unfolds. And then your second or third layer would do the same. There's perforated edges so that you can fold easy whenever I can mail it to you or send you the template. And it's got a cute little rough edge. I don't know if you can tell in the video. Yeah, there we go. It's got a nice little lacy edge. And then this one fits perfectly on the inside in here. So you can decorate this on this outside and or on the inside. And then another layer can fit. You can probably fit another layer. It's just that after you start adding like waterfalls and little gifts and little envelopes and such, it kind of fills the box up, and you don't want to bust open the box. And then here you can see it's got a scalloped edge. You can decorate on the inside or also on the outside. And it all folds together like this. And as you can tell, when you let it go, it kind of opens up, and it would fall open because it'll be heavy. You're going to have adhesive on each one of these. You're going to have maybe some vellum, maybe some cardstock that would kind of weigh it down a bit, and then it'll just fall open. But what keeps it all together is the lid. And like I said, these edges are also perforated so that you can fold them easy, glue them down. It's pretty self-explanatory as to what you want to be seen and what you don't. Of course, you don't want your flaps to be seen, so you'll probably put the adhesive on this side so it'll tuck nicely into a square. And you'll fold up your box and place your lid over top. And you can also decorate the inside and outside of your lid as well. And you take off your lid, voila, it opens up. All right, we're gonna hop into how to decorate a box. Like I said to you earlier, we will walk through this. I wanted to walk through what that template would look like, how it would look just to basically put it together. I'm gonna put that to the side, and we're gonna work on one that I've already cut out and all of my little bits and pieces, and we're gonna assemble it on here. What I like to do is put all of my pieces together and paper clip them so that I don't lose them. So here I've used like a really cute vellum. It's like a see-through confetti sprinkles, like cupcake or donut sprinkles. And here I cut out a donut piece of cardstock that I didn't know what to do with it. Let me see if I can find the original sheet. I didn't know what to do with it because it was too big for a scrapbook, and it looked like this. This is another one I cut out, but I wanted to show you what the actual piece of cardstock looked like. I'm going to do another one similar. And then the inside of the hole isn't the cutest. So I thought, how cute would that be to be my lid for my pop-up box? So I'm going to just go ahead and fold in all of my perforated pieces. There's something satisfying about folding all of these pieces in. As long as you have a good perforation, it's satisfying. And the children are home, so if you hear any background noise, I apologize in advance. They're supposed to be watching a movie, but you know how that can go with 3 boys. And here is the lid. If that isn't the cutest lid. Okay, so I'm going to just put that to the side for now because I'm not sure if I'm going to decorate the inside or not yet. We'll just see how the tutorial goes. And you can also keep it open, but I also cut this piece out just in case I wanted to just pop that on the inside. You can do that, or maybe just leave it blank and have it white, or maybe use a clear piece of vellum. Like I said, there's endless possibilities to do with this lid. So I'm just going to put it to the side for now until we get started. All right, so unlike the original box that we walked through, like I said, I'm going to show you a different version. And this version is the Matchbox style box. And the reason I wanted to do this one is because this is a birthday theme. I wanted to use double-sided cardstock, and I wanted them to be little presents. I'm going to put gifts inside of each one. So I'm going to go ahead and just start folding up all of my edges. I'm going to fast forward through as I just fold all of my drawers up, and then we're going to go ahead and adhere the adhesive. So now I have all of my bases to my matchboxes. These are going to be drawers that are going to come out of each page. And I'm going to go ahead and do the lids also. So I'm going to fast forward through that as well. So now you can see that we've got the sleeves which are also considered the covers for the bases of our matchboxes. And once we put the adhesive on, they'll slide right through they'll slide right through the sleeve. So we're going to go ahead and put the adhesive on each of the edges. You can use your ATC gun, you can use double-sided tape. I prefer to use the double-sided tape because I know that if people are, especially if this is for a child, they get a little heavy-handed and they might pull. I want to make sure that the boxes do not fall apart. Okay, so as you can tell, I finished one box. We'll finish the rest shortly. And this is super easy just to slide. Once you put all your adhesive, you slide it in there. And if you purchase the kit online from me, I will have all the adhesive on the tabs as you need. You don't have to take the time to do that if you don't want. You can also put in the notes if you like doing that, but why use your adhesive? I'm sure there's several other projects that you can use it on. So anyways, this is what the box will look like, and it should slide out simple and easy like this, and you can fill it with goodies and cute little items. Let's see, we got 2 washi tape. Well, we can probably fit 3. The drawers are pretty deep, so you can do it however you want, like that. Okay. And so we're going to go ahead and finish doing the rest of the drawers, and we'll fast forward through and come back here. Okay, so these are all now assembled. All of them have their tops and bottoms and their drawers all made. Put those to the side real quick. And this is the easiest part. It's just putting it together. Like, that's the most time consuming part. It's just putting the adhesive on the flaps and folding everything up. Making sure you have a thick enough cardstock to where it doesn't rip easy. I don't want to say go up to 100 pound because it might be a little too tight to pull in and out. But it's up to you. Play with it a little bit. Try different ways with the template. All right, so in this one, it looks sort of like a pinwheel. As you can tell, there's like maybe an inch that isn't made up to fill. So if you look and you put everything together, it looks like there's pieces missing. And being that it's like multicolored, I thought that this was the perfect page to use. It's got the glitter and the shimmer going on, and each of the rainbow birthday colors will go with the bags. I'm sorry, the boxes. So before we do get started, on the template, it's going to have strips that's optional for you to use. I prefer to use it because I kind of want the theme to just go all the way throughout with the confetti and the sprinkles. And I love sprinkles for birthdays. So what I would first do is, and I think I might go ahead and just fast forward through this as well. You can use glue dots so that you don't see it when you put, because this is a vellum. You can use glue dots for vellum, or if you just have a piece of cardstock that you might want to use. I originally was going to use this piece since it kind of matched the inside, but I want to just use sprinkles for everything. So I'm going to just put, I'm sorry, I used the wrong one for that. I'm going to use this strip. And I'm just going to put a little bit on each edge. I'm worried that if I use glue dots, like I said, I'm walking through this with you guys because this method is the first one I've done this way. I'm afraid that if I use glue dots, when I open and close the boxes, it may get hung up on the glue dots, and I don't want that to be the case. So let's just try this out and see how it looks. I can always cover it with the sticker. Oh yeah, that looks fine. You can't even tell that my white liner tape is there. Oh, on that one you can kind of see a little edge, but not really. So I just placed that on there. Now, on this edge, I have another strip. It's about maybe 4 by 1. I'm not too sure. The dimensions will be below. And hey guys, don't forget to like and subscribe. I want to see if you've ever made a pop-up box before. And I'd like to, you know, follow you if you are making these as well. I always like to learn new things from everyone. And I'm just going to stick this one on this edge, nice and snug. And since I don't have my bone folder, I'm just going to go ahead and burnish with the end of my Teflon scissors. And I'm going to do that all the way around on this outer edge. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and take all the adhesive off, and we're going to edge each end with this sprinkle paper. I do have a gap up here and a gap down here, but it's alright. I just want to bring that decorative design to the box. I think I'm going to take this one, bring this one all the way to the top this time. And how do you make something even that's uneven? Uneven half of it and make the other half even. So on this side, I will bring it all the way to the bottom. And boom. All right, so here we go. That's what that looks like on the inside. Now, for this edge, the box template on the drawer has a half moon indent, as you can tell, for the drawer, an easy finger pull out. So I would suggest that when you place your boxes on to close, that the drawer is up facing you, facing the top. Because if you put it towards here and then you've got your box here, I mean, you could, well, I guess you could pop out this way, but then the boxes could kind of, I don't know, clash. It's up to you. How about that? I'll leave it up to you how you want to do it. So I'm going to fast forward through as I put the adhesive on the bases of my box. Now remember, half of the box is going to be exposed. So you're going to want to make sure that the box is only adhesive here. Otherwise, anything that it comes in contact with, it will stick. Yeah, so let's go ahead and do that now. put our boxes in, as you could see, I showed you just briefly that the boxes, they fit one in another, and the inside is just a hole. You can put a gift, another gift, like a small box inside that might fit for an additional gift, or you might want to do a pop-up flowers, or you can, you know, stick something in a little gift bag and stick it inside. You can layer up a bunch of little gifts on the inside in bags. There's so many different options to adding to this pop-up box. Make it even more of a surprise. Here's the lid. And I did decide to make everything kind of cohesive. I'm going to go ahead and use this sprinkle vellum as the inside layer of my lid. I do have some additional pieces that I could use for the inside. However, it's not really necessary, I don't think, because the lid is what it is. When I make photo, so like this would be the lid for a photo, and when you open the box, then the pictures kind of like fall down off of the lid, like a waterfall cascade effect. I would decorate the inside of the lid because it's one of the major focal points to the project. But in this case, the inside is less important than the outside of the box. So while I'm doing that, I'm going to go ahead and put tape on the insides of my flaps as well, so I can just adhere the inside of the box together, and I'll be able to assemble the lid all at once. All right, I'm going to take all the adhesive off. So all of the edges, I had to add an additional piece on the inside. Oh, I love how that looks on the camera. I just want to eat it up. I had to add an additional piece because I stuck it on the inside of the flap. It seems that it needed on both sides because the flap was so wide. And it still has a pretty nice presence on the inside. I mean, it's not completely flush with how the outside of the cupcake, I'm sorry, the donut is, but it's super cute with the inside of the actual project itself. So there's not much extra you really would have to do to decorate this particular style of surprise pop-up box, because it's got double-sided tape. I'm sorry, double-sided paper. And here's the lid. There's your box. That looks like so fun. I would totally love to get this for a gift. And then you open it up, take the lid off, and then inside each drawer you'll have surprises of gifts that you can give to someone. I think I would also add some ribbon to the outside of the box. I would find some cupcake or birthday party or donut or even some confetti ribbon to bring this alive. Maybe not. Maybe I would add something shimmery, like glittery. Matter of fact, I think I have some. Let me look. But as you can tell, you want a thicker piece of cardstock for your lid with all this shuffling and all that. Imagine how thick it's going to be once I put stuff inside. So I've got this shimmer, which would look super cute. But don't get me wrong, I'm not telling you not to decorate what you've already got, but being that this is more already decorated, it's up to you if you want to add some additional embellishments or different things to it, but it's totally up to you. You can, like I said, decorate the inside of the box or some more around the edges. You can put maybe a happy birthday logo, maybe some pictures or photos of the person on the inside or outside of your box to really bring it to life. Well, that's it for this version. This is our second one we showed. I'm going to also show you another one. I'm not going to assemble it on video, but here's another design that I'm going to work on, and I'm going to sell these in my shop for this coming holiday. You can use it for Valentine's Day. You can use it for an anniversary, maybe for a loved one. And I wanted to show you guys this because this is a one-sided piece of cardstock. It's got a beautiful foiled heart design, but I want it to be on both sides. So I'm going to probably put some adhesive, some spray adhesive on here and make it as if it's one. It will make it extra thick. So whenever I fold in my hearts, it may create a little bit of thickness when trying to put it together. So just be careful of that when you do assemble it. This will be the outside of the box. And when you open it, you'll have your hearts. And I plan on adding this shimmer lid. And it's got the flaps and the tabs that you'll have to put the adhesive on. If you already buy it assembled, of course, if it's in the project and you want to assemble it yourself, you have the option to add adhesive, and I can include the adhesive for you, so you don't have to when you get it. All you have to do is put it together and decorate it how you so choose. And this is the lid. And it would look something like this. And it's got that shimmer effect to it. Glitter. And inside, like I said, we'll have some more of these cute fold outs. And then you'll have little note cards, maybe a love note or some pictures or a message for that holiday also. So that's to come. I wanted to show you a couple different versions. So we've got the love coming up. We put together the Matchbox birthday surprise pop-up box, which I think is my favorite so far. And then you've got your basic template for a box with a scalloped and lace edge with a super cute lid. All of this is easy to customize, and you can put your own embellishments. Like I was thinking I would cover something like this up with something super cute for just photos. So I would use like cameras. I would use, this is from Fun Stamper's Journey, I believe. Well, I know this one is Fun Stamper's Journey. And it also came with these adorable tags that would look super cute on each one of these tags. So you got the Project Me, I think it was a Project Me line at the time, and these would look super cute cut out and put on these and add some photos and make it like a photo gift giving album pop-up box as well. Alright guys, so like I said, like and subscribe. Let me see some pictures and some comments, and I will see you soon. Thanks for joining in.